Hey, what's up, traders? I hope you guys had a great weekend and you're off to a good start this week. I know Monday was a little slow. I didn't get any trades off Monday because nothing really looked good. And today completely bombed the the trade that we had this morning. Completely bombed it. Was pretty much the only clean trade that I had, but a trade opportunity that I had. But I'm going to share that with you and what happened and why the things that I did, because it kind of goes into what I want to share with you today. And it's very, very, very important for you traders. And that's why I say don't sleep on this. Okay, that's why I say don't sleep on this. And it's funny because the minute I start talking about it, the handful of people that do watch these videos, half of them will probably click off of it because they don't want to hear it. But it's what they sleep on. Too many traders do not accept how important the mindset is to their trading success. Most dismiss it altogether, which is why the failure rate is so high in this industry. It doesn't take any skill or coordination, or maybe a tiny bit of coordination to click a mouse. Okay, that's it. It actually doesn't take as much academic skill or knowledge as you think to know when to click it and not click the mouse. It does, however, take a lot of mental skill to know when to and when not to click it. Mental skills meaning patience, discipline, perseverance, to name a few. It takes a lot of patience and discipline just to wait for the setup to happen, to trigger. A lot of people get in trouble because they're impatient and just take the trade. They have very little discipline. And then when they mess up, they don't have the perseverance to stick to their process. They just go all over the place. And that's just to name a few. You can gain all the knowledge in the world about trading. People want to know about this, that, all about trading, all about the chart and market structure and all of this stuff. But if you can't apply and execute it on your trades, you and all your knowledge, no matter how much you paid for it, how much time you put into it, is worthless. Okay, in order to execute on it, you must have the mental toughness and fortitude to do so. Even if you're copy trading, look, there's a lot of people out here that are live streaming, trading futures and prop firms and stuff. It takes strong mental skills in order to be able to just copy trade. To just copy trade from somebody. It's great that there's all of these guys out here that's doing it. You can find somebody you connect to and all of that. But look, you got to have the mental skill in order to be able to just copy with them. It takes it. So Tuesday at 8:30. Tuesday at 8:30, I almost forgot. I'm starting. Make sure you're in the live stream at 8:30 on Tuesday. I'm starting the futures trading program, and I'm going to show you the really, really simple strategy that I use every day to, make money. It's extremely simple, extremely, extremely simple. But the focus is going to be on the mental part of it, because the market will manipulate you all day long. There's certain tricks, things that happen, moves that the market makes that will trigger. It will trigger you and cause you to do stupid things. I know this. When it happens to me, I know what to do. I know how to deal with it. Nobody's immune from getting tripped up by these stupid things. It's how to react to it. You recognize it quickly that you fell into this trap, and you know how to react. You know what to do. That's what it's all about. All right. So before I get into what I showed you, what I did today, just want to make sure you guys understand and know. Take Profit Trader, still the number one futures prop firm as far as payouts and all of that. As far as the rules, now they do have one rule that I don't like. I understand why they have it. It's the trailing drawdown when you get to their Pro and Pro Plus accounts. But it's only activated while you're trying to build that buffer. When you're trying to reach that profit target so that you can start getting paid out. All right, and I know why it's there. It's to try to keep you from losing your damn mind trying to make money fast. They have 1 day payouts. You qualify to get paid out the first day. And unfortunately, most people, when they get their profit paying account, they try to get it in the first day. All right. And a lot of it's because, hey, the deal that they have going on now is once you get to a pro account, you pay no activation fee. It's like, hey, I just paid for a test and I get a profit paying account for free. And you don't think about, hey, if I blow it up, I can reset it. But for a 25K account, it's $449. Now, that's still not bad because you could easily make that $500 back in a week. A couple days to a week if you just follow the same process you did when you got the test. 50K account, $659. I don't say don't do it or don't reset it. But yeah, you get a pro account, why not reset it? And just take your time and do the same thing you did with the trades, with the test. But it's all to try to keep you from rushing to try to rush to get a payout. And all that's part of the mental game. Dealing with patience, taking what the market gives you and move on. Okay, they do have 24-hour live support, but it sucks now because they have way too many traders now, and they didn't hire enough of the people, customer service, to help us. So it takes a long time to get somebody on, but they do come on and they do handle it. I had something Sunday night that I had to deal with. I had to wait a while, but they quickly took care of it. So best is still 30% off for life. No activation fee once you pass the test and get approved to go into a pro account. Just use code AJT66 and you will get that deal. All right, so let's take a look at what I did today real quick. Okay, here's the move this morning. Okay, just like for the last 15 years, the green line, solid green line, 5-minute opening range high, solid red line, 5-minute opening range low. This is actually the 5-minute opening candle for the stock market open. Now, I know the futures market opens at 6 p.m. the night before. This is the stock market open. So I still trade this at the stock market open the same way I would any other stocks or anything like that, because the S&P typically moves as well. So here, this is the trade. This is exactly what I was looking for. So I get in. But guess what? Instead of me buying, I shorted. Didn't even realize I shorted it. The whole time I'm thinking I'm long. The whole time. And by the time I realized that I was doing the wrong thing, the stock had moved. It was going. So I had to bail out. and tell myself, look, do not chase. Okay, do not chase. Now, in this case, if I had chased, I would have made money. I would have made some money on this trade. But we don't chase. Okay, it even though it worked this one time, the next 6, 7 times it probably won't work. But it took discipline. It took the patience for me to wait for the setup. It took the discipline to keep me from chasing this up. It's going to take more discipline for the next time this happens for me not to chase and not to think about, hey, this worked the last time. I'm going to try it again. There's just rules that I know I have to stick to. All right. And then, I could have just tried to trade in through all of this and would not have made any money. Might have lost money. But the whole point is I worked and worked and worked on my discipline. It doesn't matter how simple my strategy is. I worked and worked and worked on my discipline to make sure when things like this happen that I don't let it destroy me. And it keeps me from going in and throwing out my day. And I try to talk to you guys in the live stream about it. When I see things that can trip traders up, I try to point them out. Try to tell you this is what it's going to make you think. This is what how it's going to make you want to react. You don't want to do that. You want to be patient. You want to wait and look and wait for this to happen. So it's about developing the strong mental game. Strategies, easy, simple. Most of them are. Some people make them more difficult to make them seem more valuable. Doesn't matter. It's all the same thing. You're either trading a breakout or break up or down. You're either trading a continuation or you're trading a reversal. Only 3 things you're doing. I don't care what you name them. That's all you're doing. So, really, really simple. It's just a matter of having the mental strength to execute right. And at the end of the week, you could be sending in your payout request. All right, so that's going to wrap it up for tonight. Just wanted to share that with you. Wanted to get that message out. But you guys have a great rest of the week. And those of you that are in the live stream that's in the group, remember 8:30 next Tuesday is when we're going to do this. All right. Even though you get it every day, it's going to be a more focused presentation. And it needs to be done while the market is on, while we're actually trading and all that stuff. So keep that in mind, and I will see you guys in the morning.